So this is day 18 of my 30-day Disney challenge, and today I'm discussing my favorite Pixar movie. Like, normally I beat around the bush about this thing, build up some kind of attention, before I actually reveal, but today I'm kind of short on time to record, so just come right out and say that my favorite Pixar movie is Up. And, I mean, a lot of people agree that Up is an amazing movie, but the reason it's my favorite is probably because the main character is the most relatable character in any Pixar movie. And that's because it's mostly because he's a regular person. He's not a talking car or a bug or animal or a princess or a superhero or a fish. Like, he's an actual human being with no superpowers. He's just a normal guy. And he's an everyman. Like, everybody should be able to relate to Carl in some way. And that's because he's, especially in that backstory at the very beginning of the movie, where you see him meet Ellie when they're kids. And, they go on adventures and they grow up together and they get married and they don't have kids and then she dies. Like, it's his progression of life in that, like, first 8 minutes or 10 minutes, however long that intro is. You see the life of everyone. Like, it's the basic, it's the basic, normal, not like spectacular, not, the normal life of a middle-class person who, it's extremely relatable. Like, you see his life, you could, in seeing how he lived, and with his wife, the love of his life, like, it's the way that you expect to live. Like, first as best friends with, he meets his the person he ends up falling in love with. They're best friends at first. That grows into something deeper. They get married. Like, it's the life cycle that you expect the everyman to have, and that's what he has. The extraordinary doesn't happen until, like I said, 10 minutes in, when he, the balloons in his house floats away, like, which is still great. But to me, the best part of Up is that first 10 minutes, because it's what binds you to the movie. It's what makes you invested in what happens to him. I mean, and that being said, the rest of the characters that come in after that are also equally spectacular. You get Doug the dog, which by far is my favorite non-main character, sidekick. We'll go with sidekick. I mean, he's amazing, and it's great. Kevin the bird is also amazing. Is Kevin the bird or the kid? I can't remember. I think it's the bird. Yeah, he calls him Kevin. But even though the bird... Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because it's great. And then it also tackles some other... some of the other subject matter is also equally intellectually stimulating. And one of those things is the idea of idol worship. That is, Carl and Ellie growing up, they are, obsessed with, I forget what his name is, villain... Charles Muntz. Yes. Anyway, so Carl and Ellie grew up idolizing Charles Muntz. He's an explorer, he's the adventurer, he's the one that discovered the, yeah, he's the one that discovered the, Rainbow Falls, the waterfall where, Anyway, sorry, I was just looking at some background information of the character, and it's actually kind of cool. But sorry, I'm off topic. Anyway, but yeah, they grew up basically idolizing this guy. He was their hero. He's the one that inspired them to go to South America to build a house on top of Rainbow Falls, which they never achieved because life happened, and they never got to achieve that goal while they were together. You know, like Ellie dies before they get the, you know, the chance. Okay, yeah, Russell is the name of the little kid. That's right. So Kevin was the bird, not the. Anyway, sorry, I'm off topic again. But yeah, and then when he finally meets him in real life, it's like he's nothing like what he expects, and that's, I mean, I think that says something overall to the idea of idol worship. That is, you idolize someone for what they've accomplished, and even though, I mean, basically putting someone up on a pedestal, because more than likely they're not going to be who you expect them to be, and that's exactly what, you know, the villain in Up is. He's Carl's childhood hero who's nothing like what he expected him to be. He's actually a hunter and who wants to kill the, you know, he's trying to kill. So yeah, that's my Up is my favorite Disney, or my favorite Pixar movie. And for the next day, it's for day 19. It's my least, or no, 19. Yes, 19. For the day 19, it's my least favorite Pixar movie, which is going to be a very polarizing topic because my least favorite Pixar movie is probably everyone else's favorite Pixar movie. So yeah, you can probably guess what it is right off of that. So that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.